Hello my fellow hackers. In this video we will discuss the topic HTTP headers. HTTP headers are used to send some metadata related to request and responses. It can be categorized majorly in three groups: general header, request header and response headers. General headers are the headers which can be used in request as well as in response messages, whereas the request header are used only in request messages and response header are used only in response messages. These are some of the headers that we will frequently encounter while attacking the web application. Here I will talk specifically about the cookie header, which is the most important of all, and we will learn about others along the way when we encounter them while studying different types of web attack. So cookies are one of the most important part of web application. It is a small amount of data that is stored at the client side by the server. The server sends the cookie in response message using setCookieHeader, and after that on each subsequent request to that server, browser sends this small amount of data using cookie header. To demonstrate the use of cookies, I have created this simple session management app with the site name example.com. It checks the session cookies sent by the browser, and if the cookies are valid, it will redirect to profile.php. Else it will ask for the credential to the user. Once the credential submitted by the client gets validated, it sets the session cookies and redirects the user to profile.php. And here the logout.php simply reset the session cookies, so the cookies at the client side get reset. When we log into this app, we can see that the server has set the cookie using setCookieHeader in response message. And now if we request the same site again, the browser automatically appends this cookie using cookie header. Here we are using the cookie for session management, but it can also be used for personalization and even tracking the user over the internet. While setting up the cookie, the server can also set some attribute related to it, such as expired, domain, secure, HTTP only, etc. These attributes play a major role in the application security. The expire attribute sets the date until which the cookie is valid. If it is not set, then the cookie is valid only in current browser session. For example, in our session management app, we did not specify the expire attribute while setting up the cookie. Therefore, if we close the browser, the cookie will become invalid and the app will ask us to log in again. The domain attribute specifies the domain for which the cookie is valid. If this attribute is set, the cookie is valid for the specified domain and its subdomains. And if the server does not specify a domain, the browser defaults the domain to the same host that sets the cookie, excluding all its subdomains. The path attribute specifies the path for which the cookie is valid. The secure attribute instructs the browser to submit the cookie only in HTTPS. If it is not set, then the browser also submits the cookie over HTTP request, which can be leaked using MITM attack, as everything will be in clear text. HTTP only attribute mitigates the leakage of cookie using cross-site scripting attack by protecting the cookie from client-side JavaScript. The same site attribute is very important as it controls whether or not a cookie is sent with cross-site request. It provides some protection against cross-site request forgery attack. For example, here in our session management app, we are using only session cookies to identify the user while deleting the user's profile. Now, if this cookie is guessable, the attacker can trick the user to delete their profile using a cross-site attack. To demonstrate this, here I have another site which shows a picture, and if the user tries to download this picture, it will send the profile delete request to the example.com and the profile will get deleted. This attack can be prevented using same site attribute. Okay, so that is all about different attributes that a server can set while setting up the cookie. Here keep note that if the server has to send more than one cookie, it will send using multiple set cookie header, while the client will send all the cookie in single cookie header. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.